Dear brothers and sisters, it is with great joy that I address you at this very special moment. Today, we will talk about the powerful prayer of Psalm 91. This psalm is a true refuge, a safe shelter in times of difficulties and uncertainties. It is as if God is speaking directly to us, promising protection and safety. When we meditate on the words of Psalm 91, we find divine promises that encourage us to fully trust in God. He tells us that when we dwell in the secret place of the Most High, we will find rest and safety. This reminds us that amid the storms of life, we can take refuge in the presence of the Lord. Imagine the peace this brings to our hearts, knowing that we have a God who protects us in all situations. We live in days when worries and fears can surround us. It is easy to feel vulnerable in the face of the challenges we face. However, by reciting Psalm 91, we are reminded that we are not alone. God is our shield and protection. It is like a father caring for his children, always ready to support us in times of need. The word salvation frequently appears in Scripture, and in Psalm 91 we find an invitation to experience this salvation in our lives. By trusting in God, we place ourselves under His mighty hand. He promises to deliver us from the snare of the fowler and from the deadly pestilence. These images make us reflect on the traps and dangers that surround us, but also on the certainty that God is by our side. Let us look at everyday situations. When we face illness, financial problems, or strained relationships, we can cling to the truth found in this psalm. It assures us that, even in the most difficult circumstances, God is attentive to our cry. When we feel weak and discouraged, the prayer of Psalm 91 strengthens us and renews our faith. It is essential to understand that divine protection does not mean the absence of problems, but rather the constant presence of a God who cares for us. He promises to be with us in all tribulations, and this gives us hope. Thus, as we pray, we can declare the promises contained in this psalm, bringing forth all the strength and power it holds. As we continue our reflection, may we open our hearts to receive this powerful word. May each of us find comfort and safety in God's promises. Beloved child, listen carefully to the words I have for you. As you take refuge in me, you find a safe haven, a place where the storms lose their strength. Remember that I am always present, even in the darkest hours. By trusting in me, you need not fear what is to come, for my love and protection envelop you like a comforting mantle. When you face challenges, know that you are not alone. I am your shield, always ready to defend you from adversities. Just as an eagle cares for its chicks, I care for you. In difficulties and uncertainties, remember that my hand is extended to guide and sustain you. Trust in my protection, which is stronger than any fear that may assail your heart. In moments of anguish, cry out to me. I am here, listening to your call and ready to respond. My desire is for you to feel the peace that comes from knowing that, even in the midst of the storm, I am your refuge. You can cast your cares upon me, for I care about every detail of your life. The certainty that I am by your side brings comfort and strength to move forward. Remember, dear one, that the salvation I offer goes beyond physical security. It is a comprehensive protection that encompasses your body, mind, and spirit. By believing in me, you place yourself under my guard, away from the traps that surround you. Do not allow fear to dominate your mind. Instead, embrace the promises I have for you. Your faith is the key that opens the doors to my protection. When the world around you seems chaotic, seek refuge in my words. They are true and always fulfilled. You will see that, as you cling to me, your worries will dissipate. Just as the sun rises after the darkest night, I bring hope and renewal to your life. Trust that I am working in your favor, even when you cannot see. As you walk through this life, be attentive to the small blessings I place in your path. Often, the signs of my protection are in the simple things: a smile, a kind gesture, a moment of peace. These details are reminders that I am with you, guiding your steps and filling your heart with gratitude. Do not hesitate to declare the truths you find in me. By doing so, you strengthen your faith and become a testimony of my love. Psalm 91 is not just words. It is a living promise that materializes in your life. By appropriating these truths, you become a channel of hope for those around you. Look to the future with confidence, for your life is in my hands. Even in the face of uncertainty, remember that I am your protector. Walk with courage, knowing that I am by your side at every step. The journey may be challenging, but you do not have to face anything alone. I am here, always ready to welcome you and guide you along the path that leads to a fulfilled life. Amid the pressures and challenges of daily life, it is essential to find a moment of tranquility to connect with the divine. Set aside a space in your routine, even if briefly, to dedicate yourself to prayer. This practice doesn't need to be elaborate or formal. What matters most is the sincerity of your heart. By doing so, you open a channel of communication with God, allowing your worries, fears, and joys to be shared and embraced. During these moments, feel free to express your concerns. Don't worry about finding the perfect words. The essence of prayer lies in the authenticity of your dialogue. By sharing your anxieties, you free yourself from the weight they carry. This exchange brings relief and clarity, helping to illuminate the path before you. By entrusting your difficulties to God, you allow Him to work in your life and offer the peace that surpasses all understanding. In addition to expressing your concerns, don't forget to take time for gratitude. Acknowledging the blessings you receive daily is a powerful practice. Every little detail counts, from the beauty of a sunrise to the company of a loved one. By expressing gratitude, you elevate your spirit and open space for more blessings. This attitude transforms how you view life, helping to cultivate a grateful heart and a more serene mind. Establishing a habit of prayer can also be a way to find direction in moments of indecision. By seeking divine guidance, you become more receptive to answers that come in different forms. Sometimes a sudden idea, advice from a friend, or even the peace that arises in your heart can be the answer you were looking for. By opening yourself to this communication, you become a vessel prepared to receive wisdom that transcends human understanding. Prayer is not just a moment of surrender, it is also an invitation to reflect. By reserving this time to connect with God, you allow yourself to examine your life and your choices. Ask yourself what truly matters and how you can align your actions with the values you carry in your heart. This introspection is an opportunity for spiritual growth, bringing clarity about who you are and what your purpose is. In moments of prayer, visualize the divine presence around you. Imagine that each word and each thought is like a bridge connecting you to something greater. This visualization can strengthen your faith and make it more tangible. Feel the peace that comes from this connection, knowing that no matter where you are, God is always present, listening to your cries and responding to your pleas. Dedicate yourself to cultivating an environment conducive to prayer. Choose a quiet place where you can concentrate without distractions. Creating a special space can enrich your experience, making it more meaningful. Lighting a candle, using an object that holds special significance, or simply finding a cozy corner in your home can make all the difference in your spiritual connection. Additionally, remember that prayer is a practice that can be done at any moment. There is no need to wait for a special occasion or a moment of crisis. Throughout the day, whenever you feel the need, talk to God. These small daily interactions can create a deeper and more constant bond, transforming your life into a continuous dialogue with the divine. Finally, prayer is a journey of discovery and growth. By committing to this habit, you open yourself to a life richer in spirituality. Every moment dedicated to prayer is an opportunity for renewal, an invitation to deepen your relationship with God and with yourself. By taking this step, you will discover the strength and serenity that come from a heart at peace, allowing your life to be guided by a greater light. Faith is a powerful force that drives us to move forward, even when challenges seem insurmountable. By believing in something greater than ourselves, we find the courage necessary to face adversity. This trust extends beyond moments of difficulty. It permeates all areas of life, allowing us to experience a lasting state of hope and positivity. When we trust that God is by our side, we feel the assurance that we are not alone on our journey. Surrendering to divine will is a fundamental step in this process. By letting go of control and allowing God to guide our steps, we make room for divine providence to act in our lives in unexpected ways. This surrender does not imply passivity, but rather the willingness to follow the path that presents itself, even if it is not what we initially envisioned. This trust leads us to act with greater clarity and purpose, knowing that each decision is illuminated by a greater force. The quest for inner peace is a common desire for all. Often, the hustle and bustle of daily life prevents us from finding this tranquility. However, the practice of prayer can be a powerful antidote. When we turn to God in search of peace, we allow His presence to calm our internal storms. This serenity is not just an emotional state, it is a certainty that regardless of the circumstances, we are supported by unconditional love. In addition to peace, prayer also offers us the chance to renew our hopes. Each conversation with God is a reminder that tomorrow can be different and better. By expressing our dreams and desires, we open our hearts to the possibility of transformation. Faith encourages us to dream, to believe that what we desire is within our reach, as long as it is aligned with divine will. This positive expectation is the fuel that motivates us to move forward, even in the face of obstacles. Another essential aspect of faith is the ability to see beyond difficulties. When we look at problems as opportunities for growth, we change our perspective. Challenging experiences can serve as valuable lessons, shaping our character and strengthening our resilience. Faith teaches us to look at situations with a broader view, reminding us that each phase of our lives has a purpose, even if we do not understand it immediately. The practice of prayer also connects us with a larger community. When we pray, we are not only addressing God, but we are also uniting with others who share the same intention. This network of spiritual support is a reminder that we are not alone in our beliefs and struggles. Together we can raise our voices in a symphony of hope and strength, uplifting one another on our journey. In times of uncertainty, prayer becomes an anchor. It provides us with stability amid the storm, allowing us to maintain faith even when the future seems murky. As we dedicate ourselves to this practice, we learn to trust more in divine wisdom, understanding that often the answers we seek come in forms we did not expect. This exercise of trust helps us develop an active patience, waiting for the revelations that will come in their own time. Gratitude, when incorporated into prayer, transforms our perspective on life. By recognizing the small and large blessings we receive, we create a more positive mental and emotional environment. This practice teaches us to cherish every moment, every experience, and to cultivate a heart that rejoices in the little things. Gratitude becomes a virtuous cycle, where the more we give thanks, the more reasons we find to be grateful. Finally, this journey of faith and prayer is an invitation to personal transformation. Each step taken toward God is a step toward a more authentic version of ourselves. By allowing ourselves to be guided by this light, we find a purpose that transcends everyday concerns. This connection grants us a fuller life, rich in meaning and direction, where each day becomes a new opportunity to experience divine goodness and grace. Dear God, as I wake up to another day, my heart fills with gratitude for the opportunity to live and witness your creation in its fullness. The sunlight breaking on the horizon, the song of the birds announcing the start of a new journey, and even the gentle murmur of the windle of this is a testament to your love and the beauty that surrounds us. Every detail, every small miracle of nature reminds us of your constant presence and the wisdom that permeates the universe. May I always have eyes to see and a heart to feel your magnificence in everything around me. On this new day, I come to you in search of renewal. Renew my strength, Lord, for there are moments when the weight of the world seems to overwhelm me. May courage flow within me, allowing me to face challenges with confidence and determination. May I be a safe refuge for those around me, radiating the that comes from you. Grant me the wisdom necessary to discern between what is urgent and what is truly important, so that I may act with love and truth in my decisions. May every step I take today be guided by your light, and may I have clarity to follow the path you have prepared for me. As I commit to this day, I ask you to help me be an instrument of love and kindness. May my words be gentle and encouraging, and may my actions reflect the compassion that you have taught us. In a world that often seems hurried and indifferent, I wish to be a presence of peace and hope. May I perceive the needs of others and act accordingly, fostering an environment where love prevails. May my life resonate with your truth, and may I be a beacon of light for those who find themselves in the shadows. In this moment, I also want to reflect on what it means to be a channel of your goodness. Help me remember that in every interaction, I have the opportunity to make a difference. May I be kind, even when circumstances are unfavorable. May I listen attentively and speak sincerely. Every act of kindness, no matter how small, has the power to transform lives. May I never underestimate the impact I can have on someone's life, even through simple gestures like a smile or a word of encouragement. Throughout this day, may I remember that life is a gift, and each interaction is an opportunity for growth. May I learn from challenges and celebrate achievements, big or small. I am grateful for every lesson this journey provides me and for every person who crosses my path. May I be a reflection of your love and a source of inspiration for those around me. I also ask that in moments of uncertainty, I may find serenity in you. May prayer become a safe space where I can unload my anxieties and worries. May I learn to trust in your plan, even when I can't see the way ahead. The certainty that you are with me brings me peace, and may I cultivate this trust each day. May my faith be strengthened, and may I be an example of perseverance and hope for those who surround me. As I move forward, I wish to be someone who not only seeks to receive but also to share. May I be generous with my love, my time, and my actions. May the practice of gratitude become an intrinsic part of my being, allowing me to appreciate the blessings I receive and the beauty that exists around me. By recognizing what is good and true, may I inspire others with this positive energy. On this day that begins, grant me the necessary tools to live fully, reflecting your light and love in every action. May I be a source of hope, joy, and kindness, contributing to a more loving and supportive world. May each step taken today bring me closer to you and to the purpose you have prepared for me. May my perception of what surrounds me broaden, allowing me to see the beauty in the little things of everyday life. A smile, a gesture of affection, or even the simplicity of a moment of silence can be manifestations of your love. May I learn to appreciate these moments, understanding that they are what make life rich and meaningful. I am grateful for each of them, as they are the colors that paint my journey. However, gratitude should not be limited to moments of joy. In times of difficulty and challenge, I want to cultivate a spirit of thankfulness that allows me to see the lessons that arise in adversity. Every obstacle faced is an opportunity for growth and learning. May I recognize the strength I develop from difficulties, and may this make me more resilient. May I not view problems as burdens, but as necessary steps for my evolution. It is essential that I maintain a grateful heart even in life's storms. May faith become my safe harbor, leading me to trust that each situation is part of your greater plan. I am grateful for the experiences that challenge me, as they shape my character and draw me closer to you. May I find joy in knowing that even in the shadows, the light of your presence never leaves me. As I seek this understanding, may the practice of gratitude become a daily habit. May I remember to express my appreciation not only in thoughts but also in words and actions. May I thank the people around me, recognizing the role they play in my life. In every gesture of gratitude, may I spread love and encouragement, creating a positive cycle that inspires others to do the same. I wish for my gratitude to extend beyond what is tangible. May I be grateful for new opportunities that arise, for lessons I have yet to understand, and for doors that open in unexpected moments. The future is a fertile field of possibilities, and may I embrace each of them with a heart full of hope. May I know that even in uncertainties, there is beauty in the journey I am about to embark on. May gratitude empower me to live in the present, valuing each moment as a divine gift. Instead of worrying about what may happen tomorrow, may I find serenity in living today. May I enjoy the conversations, the laughter, and the shared silences, recognizing the importance of each one. Life is made up of moments, and may I savor each of them with a grateful heart. In each prayer, I wish for gratitude to flow from me like a serene stream, carrying away worries and anxieties. May I take time to reflect on the blessings I have already received and those yet to come. The simple act of recognizing the goodness around me transforms my perspective and brightens my day. May I never forget to give thanks even for the small gifts, as they are often the ones that go unnoticed. May gratitude become a driving force behind my actions, leading me to be kinder and more attentive to others. As I acknowledge the blessings in my life, may I desire to share this abundance with those who cross my path. May I be an agent of change, promoting kindness and hope wherever I go. Every act of generosity, no matter how small, can have a lasting impact on someone's life. On this day, I ask for your help in cultivating this spirit of gratitude in every area of my life. May my attitude be one of recognition and appreciation, even when circumstances are not favorable. May I see beyond the immediate and recognize the value each experience brings. Thus, I will be ready to face any challenge with a grateful heart and an uplifted spirit, always seeking the light that comes from you. With each dawn, I bring before you my anxieties and worries. I acknowledge that life often presents challenges that seem insurmountable, and it is in those moments that I turn to you, surrendering each weight I carry. May I trust fully that, by placing these concerns in your hands, I am releasing the burden that holds me back. May I have the courage to let go of what I cannot control, allowing your love and wisdom to guide my steps. In moments of indecision, I ask for the clarity needed to discern the right path to take. May I hear your voice amidst the noise of the world, always seeking the direction that pleases you. May the wisdom that comes from you illuminate my heart and mind, helping me make decisions that reflect your principles. May I recognize that by seeking your guidance, I am aligning myself with the purpose you have established for me. Protect those I love with your mighty hand. May I feel your presence around them, providing security and comfort in times of uncertainty. May each of my loved ones feel your enveloping love, strengthening them in the battles they face. May I not only pray for them, but also become an instrument of your peace and love in their lives, being a support in times of need. May my mind always be open to perceive the opportunities that arise amidst difficulties. Life is full of surprises, and I want to be ready to embrace the new that comes from you. May I not cling to the fear of the unknown, but see the beauty in each experience as a chance for growth. Instead of resisting, may I embrace change with a grateful heart and a positive disposition. As I navigate uncertainties, may I remain steadfast in faith, knowing that you are always by my side. Your protection is my refuge, and in you I find solace in times of tribulation. May I not be discouraged by difficulties, but seek strength in your word and promises. May the reminder that you are my guardian encourage me to continue, even when the winds are against me. May the practice of prayer become a foundation in my life, allowing me to express my concerns sincerely. May I find relief in sharing my burdens with you, knowing that your understanding is infinite. The simple act of speaking with you fills me with hope and renewal. May I always turn to you, not only in search of answers but also in gratitude for all that you have accomplished in my life. May my journey of faith lead me to have a broader perspective on the situations surrounding me. May I see beyond the immediate, recognizing what is at stake and how I can act according to your will. May I not limit myself to a narrow perspective, but open my heart to the possibility of miracles and divine interventions in my life and the lives of those I love. In this moment, I surrender to you not only my concerns, but also the certainty that each situation has a purpose. May I learn to trust your plans, even when they do not align with my expectations. May I recognize that in every challenge, there is an opportunity for personal and spiritual growth, drawing me closer to you and strengthening my faith. And throughout this journey, may I be a reflection of your love towards others. May I remember that the people around me also face battles, and that my support can be a balm in their lives. May I strive to be a source of encouragement, remembering that by caring for others, I am fulfilling your will and spreading the light that emanates from you. Daily prayer becomes an essential element in spiritual life, providing a sacred space for connection with the divine. In this constant dialogue, I feel the presence of an unconditional love that envelops and strengthens me. The habit of praying is not merely a ritual practice, but an invitation to intimacy with the Creator, where I can be completely honest about my weaknesses, fears, and hopes. This practice helps me to put challenges into perspective, allowing each word spoken to be a step towards serenity and understanding. By dedicating time to prayer, I reinforce my faith and cultivate spiritual communion. It is a moment of reflection that allows me to reevaluate my priorities and intentions. By stepping away from the daily noise, I focus on what truly matters, establishing a deeper connection with my essence and the purpose entrusted to me. This space of quietude is fundamental, as it helps me discern your will amidst the distractions of modern life. Prayer also serves as a constant reminder that I am not alone in my journey. By interceding for those I love, I create a network of spiritual support that transcends time and space. Through my supplications, I send love and protection, knowing that the energy generated by this intention can bring comfort and strength. This practice not only benefits those around me, but also strengthens my own faith as I witness the responses that emerge in unexpected moments. With each prayer, I am invited to reflect on gratitude. Instead of focusing only on difficulties, may I remember the blessings I have already received. This acknowledgement shifts my perspective and allows me to live with greater lightness, for I understand that every experience, whether good or challenging, has its place in my spiritual growth. Gratitude then becomes a bridge that connects me to the divine, making me feel your presence more intensely. When I face moments of doubt, prayer transforms into a beacon that illuminates my path. By seeking your guidance, I reaffirm my desire to live according to the principles you have established. This quest for direction is not a sign of weakness, but rather a demonstration of courage, as I recognize that true strength lies in submitting to your will. May I always be sensitive to your voice and willing to follow the path that leads me to a greater purpose. In times of uncertainty, prayer provides me with a safe space to express my emotions. By verbalizing my concerns, I feel a relief that allows me to face challenges with greater clarity. This act of surrender is liberating, as it helps me to release the control I often try to exert over situations that are beyond my reach. May I always find solace in this dialogue, knowing that each word is heard and understood. Moreover, may prayer inspire me to be an agent of change in my community. By cultivating empathy and compassion, I recognize that my journey of faith is not just a personal experience, but also an opportunity to positively impact the lives of others. May I be a source of light and hope, reflecting divine love through concrete and meaningful actions. Daily prayer invites me to a continuous state of spiritual renewal. May I always seek this connection, allowing words to flow from my heart without barriers or limitations. This practice should be a refuge where I find strength, direction, and purpose, fueling the flame of my faith. By cultivating this habit, my life becomes a living testimony to the transformative power of prayer, a testimony that spreads and resonates in the lives of those around me. The search for God's presence is a journey that renews itself each day. It is an invitation to introspection, where each of us is called to reflect on our relationship with the divine. This moment of reflection allows us to see how spirituality can shape our lives, guiding us in times of joy and sorrow. As we open ourselves to this experience, we become more aware of our need for connection, and prayer transforms into a powerful ally in this process. It is important to remember that prayer should not only be seen as a request, but as a form of gratitude. By cultivating a grateful heart, we can see the small blessings that often go unnoticed. Gratitude connects us with the divine essence, revealing the beauty that surrounds us and encouraging us to share it with others. When we share our experiences of faith and gratitude, we create an environment conducive for others to also experience and recognize God's presence in their lives. May this moment of prayer inspire each one to seek a daily practice, to integrate this connection into their routines. Prayer does not need to be long or elaborate. What matters is the sincerity of the heart. When we set out to dialogue with God, even in brief words, we are touched by His presence. This continuous practice strengthens our faith and helps us remain steadfast, even in the face of adversity. Prayer is also a form of intercession. By remembering others in our prayers, we create spiritual bonds that connect us. Think about how a simple gesture of praying for someone can positively impact their lives. This practice not only unites us, but also makes us agents of transformation. Every time we intercede, we sow hope and love, reflecting the divine character that has been taught to us. We invite you to carry this message forward. Sharing your experience with prayer can encourage others to explore their own spirituality. The testimony of a heart-seeking God can be a beacon for those still searching. May we together cultivate a community of faith, where prayer is a central element, uniting and strengthening all of us. Finally, may prayer become a continuous exercise of surrender and trust. As we surrender to the process, we allow God to work in our lives in ways we often cannot comprehend. This path is not linear, but every step taken toward His light is a step toward a greater purpose. By keeping this practice alive, we are always ready to receive what is best and highest. May this journey of faith lead us ever closer to His loving presence. As we conclude this moment of reflection, may we carry with us the certainty that the pursuit of God's presence is a journey filled with hope and learning. May each day be a new opportunity to deepen our spiritual connection, remembering that prayer is a powerful instrument that unites and transforms us. We invite you to engage even more in this practice, not only in your personal life, but also by sharing your experiences. If you enjoyed this content, subscribe to our channel and activate notifications so you don't miss any videos. Together, we can create a space of support and inspiration where faith and gratitude flourish. Let's move forward with enthusiasm, spreading this message of love and hope to those around us. Remember, every gesture of faith and gratitude has the power to illuminate someone's path. May the divine light continue to shine in your lives, guiding every step of your journey. Until next time.